So, good evening, good evening, good evening. We're back again. This will be the only stream I do today because I do not feel great. My stomach is not in the best of shapes right now. So, hopefully, I don't need to run off to the toilet at any point during this stream because I've spent half the day sat on it. But I'm not going to be on with Terry this afternoon, and I will not be back again tonight. So, we're going to get through this. I'm not going to be on here forever. And then I'm going to go and probably sit on the toilet again for the whole evening. I don't even know what it was I've eaten. It might have been something I've drunk. I don't know. But either way, it's not a good look. But we are going to talk about Eddie Nketiah. Eddie Nketiah. I like that. I like what you did there, Neftali. I like it. Do smash the likes up, everyone. And do make sure you are subscribing. Don't forget, tomorrow I will be on with Matisse, providing that obviously my guts are fine. I will be on with the lads for the London Clubs Carnage show. So keep your eyes peeled for that one. And I will be hopefully doing 2 streams tomorrow as well. So yeah, big up for all the love in the chat, man. Love for the love, people. Love for the love. It's always nice to get nice comments. So thank you very much. Before we get into talking about Eddie Nketiah, well done to Smith Rowe, man. Well done to Smith Rowe. Scored his first goal for England last night in a 10-0 demolition against the worst team on the planet. Why do they still bother, by the way? Like, they've never got any better. I remember Ian Wright scored 4 against them once. And that was how long ago? That's got to be 30 years ago, maybe. But yeah, they just never seem to get any better, do they? I know there's only like 30,000 people that live in San Marino, but I mean, come on, just turn it in. What's the point? Like, genuinely, what is the point? Man said dodgy Sylvester. I don't know, man. I don't know. I only had a couple last night. And then my Xbox started tripping out, man. I don't even know what happened to my Xbox. Like, it said that I couldn't sign into EA servers, but my mate was playing. So how's that even possible? And then I logged out and then logged back in, or tried to log back in. It wouldn't find my account. It's fine now. It's working fine. It was 93. There you go. Mad, isn't it? And they were rubbish then. They did, however, score a goal against us in that game. David Seaman let a goal in after 7 or 8 seconds or something. So yeah. Where were you 30 years ago? Where was I 30 years ago? I was probably at school, mate. Probably at school. But yeah. Some of these comments, man, are proper funny. Will Arteta win at Anfield? Well, listen, I wanted to come to that before I started speaking about Nketiah as well. Bobby Firmino is apparently 50-50. Don't think he's going to make it. Robertson went off last night for Scotland. And Sadio Mane is 50-50 as well. Henderson is another one. So they've kind of been decimated with injuries on this international break. But let's be real. They had more injuries than anyone last season, and they still finished in the top 4. So let's not count our chickens. Let's not get over the top and get all too excited. I've seen saying today that I had to laugh, otherwise I just would have got angry. Saying if we beat Liverpool at Anfield, we're in a title race. Okay, mate. Yeah, come back in May. Yeah, come back in May. They all trained today, did they? Well, there you go. That shows how much I know. This is why the chat room is the best chat room on YouTube. Because the article I read said they were all 50-50, but there you go. They obviously trained. Whether they make it or not is another matter, but it is what it is, man. Come on, big up to my boy Ian, man, a fellow Spanish resident, and yeah, the San Miguel's rank. Stick to the Carrefour special. San Miguel is actually not bad. I don't mind San Miguel. To be fair. You're having a good clear out, like Arsenal should be. Oh dear, it's actually mad. But listen, let's talk about Eddie Nketiah. He has only got 7 months left on his contract, which makes it even more baffling as to why we never sold him when we got offered 20 million from West Ham. It's like, why wouldn't you take 20 million? The guy was going into the last year of his contract that summer. And it's like, why wouldn't you take that? It was about a year ago they were starting sniffing around bidding for him. And it's like, I don't really understand why we rejected it. And since then, he's barely played any games. So, like, I don't really I don't really understand, if I'm honest. I just think like we should have took the money. We haven't taken the money. We've now allowed the player to go into his last year of his contract. And now that he's in the last year of his contract, he holds all the cards because he can now just say, no, I'm not leaving. I can just sit on the bench, sit in the reserves, do what he's doing in reserves, whatever. And it's like, you know, we've wasted an opportunity there to go and get some money into the club to then go and put that towards something else. The same with Lacazette. We've wasted that opportunity as well. And not that I particularly rate Eddie Nketiah, but if somebody's bidding £20 million for him, you take that £20 million because you ain't going to get offered that ever again for a player of that caliber. He ain't that great. And 20 million quid, I mean, that's just mad. It's actually mad that you just sit. Who made that decision? Like, genuinely, who was it that sat there and went, oh, yes, we're definitely not going to take 20 for Eddie. Nah, we want more than that. Or we're going to keep him. Like, why? Why? Who made that decision? Whoever it is needs sacking because that's just pathetic. As soon as you get somebody coming at 20 million quid for a player like that, yes, thank you. We'll drive him there now. Like, yeah, Eddie, you're going to West Ham, mate. Ta-ta. Thanks for the memories. Bye. It's not difficult, is it? And it's like, you know, we've done this so many times over the years. It's so frustrating because the amount of money we've missed out on, you know, we missed out on money for Aaron Ramsey. We've missed out on big money for Alexis because we swapped him for Mkhitaryan when we could have took 60 million from Man City. It's like, what was that all about? You know, we done it with Van Persie, let him run his contract down, didn't offer him a new contract, and then we sold him for 27 million quid. And it's like, no, if you actually add up how much money we've done or wasted by doing that, or not got by doing that, should I say, and then like David Luiz left for nothing, shouldn't have been here in the first place. But, you know, we've then paid Ozil to leave. We've paid Socrates to leave, Mustafi to leave. Kolasinac's going to leave for nothing. Callum Chambers, I think, is in the last year. You know, so quite a few players. Lacazette. If you add all of these players up over the years and the players that we've got here that are out of contract in the summer, if they were under contract for 2 years, we're talking a serious amount of money we could get for them players. And that would then go towards building the squad and making it better. But we don't do that. That's too easy, isn't it? And this is where Chelsea are levels clear of Arsenal because they do get rid of their crap and they do get top money for them as well. You know, I'm not. I'm just like looking at some of these players that Chelsea have got rid of, like Victor Moses, £5 million. Like, it's actually mad. It's actually insane. How can they get 5 million quid for Victor Moses? I didn't even know he still played for Chelsea. I just don't get it. I really don't get it. But this is what we do. And then people sit there and say, yeah, well, you can't compete. Can't compete. Well, you can compete if you do the business properly. You know, it's not difficult, is it? It really ain't difficult. If you look at some of the other transfers that Chelsea have got rid of, there we go. Right. Olivier Giroud, 1 million. Bakayoko is on loan again. And I think the option to buy him is 20 odd mil. But if you add up all of the loan fees that they've got, it's over 10 million quid. Add that to the 20 purchase, they've pretty much got all their money back on Bakayoko. No, they've got rid of Emerson. It's mad. They've actually got rid of Emerson for a loan fee of $500,000. Kennedy, loan fee, $500,000. Batshuayi, loan fee, 150 grand. Like, I just don't get it. I really don't get it. The only one they've really, well, there's a few that they've cocked up on, but I'm looking at this one. Marco van Ginkel, do you remember him? He came in as some hero and he's left on a free. But it don't normally happen at Chelsea, really, does it? Excuse me. It don't really happen. Victor Moses, 5 million. Zappa Costa, 9 million. You know, Kurt Zuma, 35. Tamori, 28. Tammy Abraham, 40. I mean, come on, man. Like, Tammy Abraham, 40 million quid. Zappa Costa, 9 mil. And you're telling me we can't get money for Eddie Nketiah or for Kolasinac, like players like that. We should be out here actively trying to get rid of players instead of just letting them run their contracts down. So you offer them a new deal. If they don't want it, you get rid. Or you just get rid if you don't want to offer them a new deal. It makes no sense to keep players that you're never going to use. So why don't you just pay get a club to pay a fee for them, even if it's not the fee you necessarily want. Something is better than nothing, isn't it? Like, so Eddie, for example, in January, if a club comes in and bids 6-7 mil, take it. Just take it. Even 5 mil, take it. Because we're going to let him walk out for nothing. That 5 million could cover something else. That could go towards the first payment towards another player. That could go towards the wages for a player for a year. You know, and that's how you got to start thinking. Like, this club don't do that. This club just sit there, and it's like the left hand don't know what the right hand's doing. It's pretty mad. I don't really understand how this club is still in business. I really don't. It's crazy. I don't get it. Big up to Lumide. Why did PayPal shut your account? If they shut mine? If they've shut mine? Let's have a look. No, mine's still there. And it's got money in it. Cheers. I keep forgetting that money's sat in it. The contracts are too high for the other clubs. That's a very good point. Their contracts are quite high, but that's the thing. Like, if West Ham came in with 20 million that was reported and it seemed like it was a genuine offer, then they were quite prepared to pay him. Do you know what I mean? Plus, they were prepared to pay 20 million to us. I just don't understand how we've rejected that. I don't get it. Same with Maitland-Niles. Maitland-Niles, 20 million to Wolves. We said no. Why? I like Maitland-Niles. I think he's a quality player. But why are you rejecting 20 million for these players? These players are not 20 million pound footballers. So I don't understand how people think that we're going to somehow either get more money or it's a good idea to reject it, because all you're doing is costing the club money. And by costing the club money, people like you, me, and everyone else who spends money, well, I don't spend money at the club anymore. They just put it into something else, like the cost of a pint or the cost of a T-shirt or the extra cost of the shipping, because they'll charge over the odds for shipping and then get a contractor to do it. Do you know what I mean? It's mad. It's actually mad how this club runs. And I'm baffed. I'm actually baffed. Who is the negotiator? I think they are the problem. Big up to Dajim. I'd agree. Our negotiating team stink. They actually stink. Like, I don't get it. I just don't understand, man. But it is what it is, isn't it? Like I said, you've only got to have a look at some of Chelsea's transfer fees. Zappa cost 9 million. I mean, come on, seriously. Unbelievable. Victor Moses is the funniest, man. 5 million. He was there 9 years and they bought him for 13. So they've basically got over 30% of their money back on him 9 years later. That's how you do business. There is a club out there somewhere that will pay for Kolasinac. There is a club out there somewhere that will pay for Eddie Nketiah. There is a club out there somewhere that will pay for Lacazette. You just got to go and find the club and do it in January. You know, just go and find whoever it is and go and get the deal done. Lacazette's probably the biggest one for us, because at the moment he's playing all right, isn't he? But he's in the same boat. He's got 7 months left on his contract. So what are we going to do? We're going to get rid in Jan, but then that means that we need to go and find someone to replace him, or do we just let him walk out for nothing in the summer? And that's the problem this club have got now. Eddie Nketiah, cool. I ain't really too fussed whether you're here or not. Like, I ain't got no bad feelings against Eddie Nketiah. It just ain't good enough. But Lacazette cost this club 50 million quid and 160 grand a week. They should be actively searching for a football club to buy him, because he's going to walk out of here costing this club, what, 160 grand a week for 4 years. That's what, 20 odd million quid? It's probably more than that. My maths ain't that great. 150. 150, that's what, 5, 6.5, 7. That's about 28 million quid. Plus he's cost us 70 odd million, nearly 80 million pounds. And we're about to let that walk out of this football club for nothing. This club's a shambles. I can't lie. It is actually a shambles. Pump the likes up, people. Like I said, anyone who's joined late, this will be the only stream I'm doing today. My guts are churning real bad. So I could potentially shit myself at any point. So I won't be on with Terry later. I think he's going live in about 10 minutes. I won't be on with him today, and I won't be back again later. I'm going to go and lay on the sofa and feel sorry for myself. Big up to Cyrus. Lee saying bosh and rah. Common expressions or just words you say. Also, Ramsdale. Yeah, Aaron Ramsdale made his debut last night. Clean sheets against the worst team in the world. And it's funny because I've seen all of our fans getting so giddy about that performance last night. Like Arsenal fans, I mean. Oh, Saka scored. Oh, Smith Rowe. Well done to Smith Rowe. First goal for England and all that. Right, but let's just turn it in a little bit. Right, good luck to these kids. And they are kids. Good luck to them. But no disrespect. Yeah, real talk. Rance's team would slap San Marino. That ain't even a joke. They would slap them. They would actually slap San Marino. So let's not get too carried away by Smith Rowe and Saka scoring against them. Let's see if they turn up at Anfield and score against Liverpool. How about that? Because like I genuinely couldn't give a toss about England and whether they win or not. I didn't even watch it. Didn't even watch it. I did watch the Albania game the other day. But yeah, even the answers to them, mate, they're kind of common expressions, mate. So yeah, thank you for the donation, buddy. Appreciate that, man. Did you fix your Xbox? Yeah, I did. I'm going to order that cable in a minute as soon as I come off of this stream, so then I can stream FIFA because I can't find the plugin for my Mac to put HDMI into it because it's little Thunderbolts on this one. I'm not on with Terry today, Michael. My guts are not in a good way, mate. I'm not on with Terry, so this is the only stream I'll be doing today. So we're going to make the most of it. I'm going to do about another 15 minutes or so. India is the worst in the world. That's factually incorrect, my friend. If you look at the 210 teams ranked globally, San Marino are 210th. Gibraltar are about 194th. In fact, should we go through the teams? Dear, let's have a look. International football teams. Yeah, I had a look at some of the teams on there last night. Men's ranking. Is it that one? I don't know. Maybe it's that one. No, it wasn't that one. Oh, maybe it is. Hang on. Oh, piss off with your cookies, man. I want your cookies. Yeah, San Marino, right? 210th in the world. 210th. The team that are 209th for a team called Anguilla. 208 is British Virgin Islands, then US Virgin Islands, then Guam, Turks and Caicos Islands, never heard of it, Sri Lanka, Eritrea, big up the Bahamas, then Aruba, big up Aruba. I'd love to go there, actually. That's a really nice place to live. That'd be a nice place to go on holiday, man. Then after that, like some of the countries I've never heard of, like genuinely. Like, I've heard of Tonga, Seychelles, then Gibraltar 198th, by the way. Pakistan are 197th. Then Cayman Islands, Somalia. Timor-Leste. Never heard of them. Maybe I've got someone from there watching my streams. I don't know. Samoa, then African Samoa. Then Sao Tome and Principe. I've never heard of that country, honestly. Djibouti. I don't know. Then Bangladesh. This is what I'm saying. So when people want to start gassing up a performance against that team, right? We've never heard of half of these teams, and they are bottom of all of them. Like, it's actually insane. They're bottom of all of them. Mauritius is down the bottom somewhere. Let me find Mauritius. Let me find it. I will find it. Montserrat, 178. St. Vincent and Grenadines, 175. Mauritius are 172nd. 172nd. They're just below Belize and just above Malta. But yeah, it's mad. Vanuatu. I've never heard of that country, honestly. The Maldives are 156. New Caledonia, never heard of that country. This is actually mad. But there we go. That's enough of that. But yeah, listen, I expect England to go and slap San Marino. So it's no shock. Man said it's not a proper country though. Well, listen, it's only got 33,000 people that live there, so it's kind of mad, really. But Djibouti is how it's pronounced. It's near Somalia. I never knew that. I genuinely never knew that, mate. Never heard of it. Never heard of it, man. It's mad, isn't it? Like some of these countries I've like genuinely never heard of. Yeah, and San Marino at bottom of the pecking order. There's another one here, Eswatini. They're 146. Myanmar. Lesotho. Like, I've never heard of these. Suriname. Comoros. Like, where are these countries? Does anyone know where these countries are? This is mad. I've learned something new today. I've actually learned something new today. Faroe Islands. Wow, they're that high up, are they? 116. Central African Republic, 115. Guinea-Bissau. Never heard of it. India, a 106th ranked team in the world. That's crazy. Let's go into the. Should we go? We might as well go for all of them. There's only 2 more pages left. Palestine, 100. I have never heard. I don't even know how you say that country. Kyrgyz, KYRGYZ Republic. Never heard of it. Never heard of it. This is actually mad, really, isn't it? Benin. I've heard of that. I've heard of that country. Curacao. Fucking. I've butchered that. I don't know where they're from. Cabo Verde. I know that's Cape Verde. Yes, Cabo Verde. Big up Cabo Verde. I've been to Cabo Verde. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. Panama, 69th. Honduras. We're starting to get into the ones that I know now. Burkina Faso, a 61st. Mali, 57th. Go on. Cote d'Ivoire. Republic of Ireland. Is that how low down Republic of Ireland are? Wow, 51st in the world. Let's go to the top 50. And then we'll get back onto talking about Arsenal. Saudi Arabia, 49th. Qatar, 46th. Scotland, 42nd. Wow, Turkey have fallen right down, isn't they? Blimey. They're 39th. That's mad. Algeria, 30th. I think they're playing Burkina Faso tonight, actually, to go unbeaten for 33 games in a row. Iran are ranked 22nd in the world. I never knew that. I never knew that. I never knew. Germany are ranked 12th. Fucking hell. England are 5th. Interesting. There we go. That's a history lesson for the day. I've now learnt of about 20 countries I never knew existed. Man said Terry's waiting. Terry's not waiting because he knows that I'm not going on today. He knows I'm not going on. I've texted him already, mate. He knows I'm not going on. So there we go. Kyrgyzstan. Is that where it is? Is this Lee's geography class? Yeah, come on. We do it all, man. We do everything here. We do everything here, man. We got everything. Wait, Panama 69th. Yeah, 69th. So Harry Kane got his MBE for mashing work from the penalty spot against the team ranked 69th in the world. The system is rigged. So I'm saying they hand out MBEs like sweets, bruv. It's mad. Yeah, my face will be in the thumbnail because it's the show with me and Terry every week, man. But I'm not on it this week. I've told him, he knows I'm not on it. He just ain't changed the thumbnail because I don't know. We learn something new every day. Exactly. Come on. Geography with Lee. Geography with Gunner. Get well soon. Thank you, man. I can feel my guts just going. It's actually mad. But yeah, I need to speak to the lads because the podcast is most likely going to be Thursday this week. So not Friday. So most likely Thursday. And that'll be in the evening, obviously. Also, I'll be doing the show. Actually, I might need to do it in the daytime, like early daytime, because I do the show with Henry on here at 7 o'clock, don't I? Okay. So need to speak to the lads and sort that out. But yeah, I will be back with a watch along. I still can't get hold of the graphics guy. He's still no contact. So I have no idea what he's doing. But there we go. Like I said, it'd be interesting to see whether he delivers the goods for the other people this weekend, isn't it? So there we go. But it is what it is. Let's see if there's any other Arsenal news we can talk about for 5 minutes. Let's have a look. Is there anything else that's come to light? Let's have a look. Oh yes, Aubameyang went off injured, didn't he? And Thomas Partey is he obviously was injured before the international breaks. Fucking hell, the amount of pop-ups that just come up on here are a joke. Right. So Aubameyang went off injured on a stretcher, flipping out. He went off on a stretcher, apparently, old Aubameyang. Old Aubameyang is crocked. Aubameyang is crocked. But I'd imagine he'd be all right because he posted on his Instagram. So obviously went a bad injury. He then did miss the game against Egypt. The official diagnosis of the injury is unknown. There you go. Thomas Partey didn't play against Watford. Still received a call up to the Ghanaian team, but he decided to stay and work on his fitness. Go on, Thomas. He could be available for Saturday. Arteta said, has Arteta done a press conference? Has this joker done a press conference? When's he done the press conference? He's got a muscle injury. We don't know how long it's going to evolve, so let's just take it day by day. That's what he said. Kieran Tierney, expected return date is Liverpool, so this Saturday. I don't think he has done a press conference. I'd imagine he'd do it Thursday. I'd imagine Thursday, but I don't know. We shall see. We shall see. Terry said you're unwell. I am unwell. My guts are fucked, man, which is why I'm wrapping this up instead of doing 40 minutes, 50 minutes. And that's why I can't sit there for an hour straight afterwards. So yeah, man. But listen, there's over 400 people watching this. Firstly, stick a like on the video. I would appreciate it. And then go and just spam Terry's chat and just say, Rat Army, Lee sent us. Yeah, so just go and spam it. Just say, Rat Army takeover. Just go and spam his chat, man. And listen, thanks for the love. All have a wonderful evening. I'll be back again tomorrow. And yeah, hopefully I'll be feeling a bit better because I do feel a little bit rough today. I don't know why. It's not alcohol related. I don't get dodgy guts off of alcohol. So it's either something I've eaten or something I've drunk. The only thing I've drunk other than alcohol is water. So, and tea. So maybe the milk's off. Maybe the milk is off. I ain't even checked. Dear, get some cumin powder. In fact, I do need to go onto Amazon and order some bits in a minute. So yeah, I might do that, my guy. Big up to you, Justin. Big up to everyone in the chat. Where's Arteta, the chef? But listen, all have a wonderful evening, man. Appreciate all the love. I'm going to go and rest. I'm going to go and lay on the sofa and play a bit of FIFA, I think. So yeah, all have a good evening and go and spam Terry's chat with rat emojis. Laters. Arteta out.